Does anyone doubt if the Klan were on college campuses terrorizing African American students, threatening African American students, that we would see the FBI there, that we would see prosecutors there, that we would see federal funding cut off to universities? Of course we would, and we should. But when it comes to anti-Semitism, the Democrats have a problem. I would note, this is occurring in blue states with blue governors because the Democrat Party is terrified of the pro-Hamas wing of their party. In states like Texas and Florida, we don't allow this. At the University of Texas, when violent protesters threatened Jewish students, police officers arrived and arrested them. That's what happened when you enforce the law.
Let me say this clearly. Anti-Semitism is not just a political talking point. It is one of the oldest and most persistent forms of hatred in human history, and it's alive and well today. Not just on fringe websites or dark corners of the internet, but in our institutions, on our campuses, and yes, even in the halls of Congress.
Every Republican member of this committee asked the chairman to hold a hearing on anti-Semitism in February. And yet we don't get a hearing on anti-Semitism. We get a hearing generically on hate because this administration, and this is the kind of anger and hate that is encouraged. You're now seeing the hate manifesting right here. Interestingly enough,
Please, the committee will come to order. The senator is recognized to finish his remarks.
So we now have a demonstration of anti-Semitism. We have a demonstration of the hate. Rabbi Goldfelder, let me ask you, has the Biden administration cut off the funding of any of the colleges that have allowed this hate? Have they indicted anyone for funding these violent protests? Have they indicted the people paying for the matching tents? Or have they sat there silently, and have the universities sat there silently while their students are terrified to go to class?
He was right. That outburst didn't just disrupt the hearing, it proved the hearing's point. The hatred, the denial, the aggressive deflection, it was all right there, live and unfiltered.
They have not indicted anyone.
They have not indicted anyone. Has any university had their funding cut off for allowing this sort of violent intimidation?
Not a single university.
I can tell you this, next year,
Senator's
if there
time
is a
has
Republican
expired.
majority on this committee, you will see real leadership. And next year, if there's a Republican administration, you will see people prosecuted for this sort of violence. This is being tolerated with the looking away, the blind eye being turned from this administration and this Department of Justice. And it is utterly disgraceful. And under Title VI, any university that allows this should have their funding cut off.
Senator.
What we witnessed wasn't just a protest, it was a symptom of a much deeper disease, a refusal to acknowledge the unique hatred that Jewish people face, a willingness to shout down efforts to expose it, a deflection tactic used by those who can't bear the spotlight being pointed at the hatred they're trying to minimize, or worse, justify. And it's time we stop tolerating that. There's room in this country to talk about all kinds of injustice, but if your instinct, when someone brings up anti-Semitism, is to say, but what about, then you're not interested in fighting hate. You're interested in silencing a conversation. We need to be better than that. We need to be willing to face hate when it shows itself, even when it's loud, even when it's uncomfortable, and especially when it tries to wear the mask of activism. So yes, thank you, Senator Cruz, for calling it out, and thank you to everyone who refuses to stay silent while this kind of hatred festers. If you found this commentary helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep speaking the truth, no matter who tries to shout us down.